We have the officials at this point, as you can see, that's Labour Department. They've asked all the employees to report to this area. We understand that there's going to be just over 6 restaurants that are going to be inspected in the area. You've got immigration. Immigration is going to be looking at the paperwork and in terms of whether South Africans are employed or not. But I want to bring in now the chief inspector in Gauteng, and I want to ask you now, so we can see you already calling people in. Could you perhaps explain to us what is the process now?
Well, good. I'm not sure if it is still the morning. Good morning to everyone. The process is that when we arrive here, we need to then make sure that all laws are complied with, including immigration laws. That is why we call the employees, so that we can check their status in the Republic of South Africa, which will be done by our sister department officials, the Department of Home Affairs. And in our case, the Department of Employment and Labour will also interview them to check if they are earning the national minimum wage and if safety is observed here. But we'll also do a walkthrough inspection for safety, and we'll check if they are also registered with unemployment insurance and the commission fund. So that will check using their identity documents.
Advocate, I know there's a lot that you are going to do today, but did you perhaps profile specific restaurants that you are going to?
Well, we checked restaurants in general. We did not profile the specific restaurant, and we said we were reacting to non-compliance in this particular industry, because we have a lot of complaints that came from this industry. So we thought that we should then do blitz inspections. So generally, we are doing blitz inspections in all the restaurants in the province, starting from yesterday. But today we are on a joint inspection with other sister departments, so that we strengthen the high-level, high-impact inspections that we are doing. So the binding council is also part of us today in the Department of Home Affairs.
You spoke about national minimum wage. Take us through what is the usual occurrence in the restaurant industry when it comes to these things, and what is it that you expect them to do correctly?
Well, we expect the current national minimum wage to be complied with, which is 28 Rand 76 cents in terms of the collective agreement of the bargaining council, and 27 Rand 58 cents in terms of the national minimum wage of the Department of Employment and Labour. But in this case, because here in Sandton, there's a collective agreement, the collective agreement rate, which is better, will be the applicable one for 28 Rand 76 cents.
Right. And whilst you look at that national minimum wage, there's also issues in terms of who employs who, and you were explaining this to us. What are restaurants, and who exactly is supposed to be employed in a restaurant, and how does that work?
Well, South Africans are supposed to be employed in a restaurant, and if you've got to employ a person from another country, then that person should be possessing a skill that we don't have in the country. So in the restaurant industry, usually I cannot think of anything that will make an employer to employ a foreign national, because otherwise what skill will we prove to say this specific skill we don't have in the country? But the employers are allowed to employ foreign nationals, rate, but they should also South Africans and prove that they do not have that skill, and apply for a work permit to the Department of Home Affairs, which will come through the Department of Employment and Labour, where we'll then inspect compliance with the employer and recommend to Home Affairs whether the employer deserves to be given a work permit or a corporate permit. But in the case of restaurants, well, they'll have to then justify why would you employ a foreign national.
Hey guys, welcome to the latest trending news channel. So today we're going to be discussing the raids that are happening around Sandton. So they actually went to Tang restaurant just to check the staff there, to check if they have working permits, if they are documented, do they have the right to be here in the country and be working. So we hear that 5 people have been arrested, including a manager. I don't know if this is correct information, but I've heard that there are 5 people that were arrested, including a manager. I don't know if it's an HR manager or just the manager of the shop, but yeah, they did not have the right documents to be working and all that stuff. So I think all this came after the Babel restaurant in Mainland, where the lady told us about how they were mistreating their staff and they had to buy a lot of things, equipment and uniform, and they never really got their 100% of their tip. So I think it's a good thing that they're doing these raids just to make sure that everything is under control. Everybody's following the country's rules and the hospitality rules and all that stuff. Because really, there's a lot of mistreatment in this industry. I feel like it's a good thing that they're checking for all these things. What do you guys think? Do you think it should be happening? It should have happened a long time ago. It should go on. Well, I think it should go on. They should check everything and just sort out all these problems, because we have a lot of such problems in the country. And for a long time, they've been happening. I think it's about time where things are getting in line and making sure that everything is going proper and all that stuff. So let me know what you guys think of all this that is happening. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel. Would like to have you here. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.